Tesla was up again today, seated right at that $350 resistance and liquidity level. We've been talking about this setup for the past couple of weeks. We have seen hundreds of millions of dollars worth of call options come through on Tesla, dated all the way out to 2026, and ones even as short term as October. And today, I ended up closing out $14,000 in profits. I rolled out my January 2026 $340 calls, and I actually opened some March $360 calls. And my goal in this video is to share with you guys why I ended up doing that, why I rolled the position, and more importantly, where I think Tesla is headed in the next couple of weeks. Because I think $400 is easily going to happen by mid to end October, but there is one more chance that we see a pullback down to $330. Now, if you want to get access to all of the indicators and our exact trading strategy that we use in all of these videos, every single one of our tools and indicators are completely free with the link in the description. We have a 12-step masterclass series, which teaches you everything that I know about trading, as well as my indicators and our proprietary settings. Link to that will be below. Now let's start first with the positions. So as we said, we ended up closing out those January 16th, 2026 $340 calls. Now the reason that I closed those out specifically is because at the time we were trading right around $355, which means that my call options were about $15 in the money. Now, when I'm buying call options, I like to be buying them right at the money or about one strike out of the money. If you do not know how to trade options, or if you want a really good refresher, our beginner options trading simplified course will help you with all of that. It will also explain the Greeks, how to price an option, and exactly how I trade them in more detail. The reason that I want a strike price that is at the money or about 1 to 2 strikes out of the money is because I want liquidity, aka buyers and sellers, to be there to buy the contracts for me in the future. So what I mean by that is if we have a target on Tesla up to $400 within the next couple of weeks, if the stock runs 15%, how many people are really going to want to buy a call option at $340? Basically nobody. Nobody is going to care to be buying a call from me at $340. So what I do is as the stock is breaking out, I will take my option, I will realize the profit, and then I will move out the strike price. Then as price breaks out again, I will take my option and I'll move out the strike price. And I'll continue to do this and continue to move it until we eventually hit a top. And then if we reject, I'll take the loss on what's left and I will pocket the difference. For those of you who've been following me this summer with AMD, that's exactly what we did. We were buying $140 calls when price was trading back here in May. Then as it hit 140, I started buying 160s. As we hit 160, I was buying 170s. As we hit 170s, I was buying 200s, so on and so forth. Now, something I did differently today was I actually rolled my calls, which means I just closed out these ones and opened new ones, not only for a higher strike price, in this case 360, but I actually went until March instead of January. Now, the reason for this is I think there could be one last shakeout on Tesla, worst case scenario. When we see this type of price action, we will normally have a resistance level called a liquidity level, which will be right here between $355 to $300. The more times that we tap this resistance level, the higher of a chance we have to sweep said resistance level. Now, something that's very important to understand here is that each and every single time that we pull back, we need to make sure that we're making higher lows. And you can see that each and every single time that's happened, we're making higher lows. This is bullish. This is a good sign, which means we have a ton of pressure that's building right here, and it's bullish pressure. Now, the thing you have to understand is that there's a lot of manipulation that will happen in these types of levels. Best case scenario, price sweeps and we break out to 400 within the next couple of weeks, maybe next 2 to 3 weeks. But there could be one of those situations where price just continues to squeeze like this. Price pulls back into maybe 340 or 330, pushes into 350, pulls back into 330, and theoretically, we could continue to squeeze through all of September. And the breakout might not happen till mid to late October. And so what I want to do is I want to make sure that I'm a part of this breakout and I don't want to time it, right? I have a lot of people who say to me, "Well, why don't you just close every single time we move up into $350?" Right? Because when you look back in the past, right, which is all hindsight, you'd say to yourself, "Well, look, if I would have bought here and sold here, I would have made 14%. And then if I bought here and I sold here, I would have made 12, and then I could have bought in here. And if I sell here and it pulls back, I can get back in at 340." That works until the parabolic breakout happens. And then you're going to be mad at yourself that you didn't stick to your system. And so when I'm trading and I'm focusing on my system, I want to trade what I think I'd be the least upset about. And I would rather give some profits back short term to play that massive breakout to the upside than miss it. I mean, a perfect example would have been this trade here. We actually have almost the same exact setup that was happening last year. Liquidity level seating here, higher lows happening here. Imagine if you thought to yourself, "Oh, I'll let price pull back down to 220 before I get in," only to miss out on a nearly a 75% breakout to the upside. That's what I'm trying to avoid. I don't need to be perfect here. I just need to stick to my system. And if we've proven anything over the past couple of years, is that we don't need to be perfect. We only have a 59% win rate. So looking at Tesla, this is still an A plus setup. This is still looking very, very good. And I still love this trade. If price breaks out, cool. We're going to make a solid return on these calls and I'll continue to roll them and keep you posted. If price pulls back, I'll look to average down a little bit at $330. And until either that resistance or this support breaks, we will continue to hold strong.